calculators like the TI-84 and TI-83 are great calculators for graphing in school and exams and tests and things, but they're also pretty good gaming machines. By that I mean you can put Pac-Man and Tetris and all sorts of games on the calculator. And today I'm going to show you how. The first thing you are going to want to do is to install the TI Connect software. It probably came with your calculator, and you can see it right here, TI Connect. And then you want to plug the included USB cord, not the calculator to calculator one, but the USB to proprietary USB, which goes into the calculator in, and start TI Connect. And if it doesn't recognize the calculator, you may have to unplug it and plug it in again. For instance, that's what I just did. And then you can go to TI Device Explorer and then give that a second, and if it finds your calculator, you will know that you're in good shape. Yep, it found it, TI-84 Plus Silver Edition, which just happens to be my calculator. You can close this after it's done connecting, or sit here and wait for it to do something or explore. I don't really care what you do. See, now it comes up with this. I'm going to close TI Connect. And now what you're going to want to do is download Mirage OS. I think it's Mirage. Some people say Mirage, but I think it's Mirage. And so I will have that link in the description, detachsolutions.com/MirageOS. Download top right corner, save it or open it. It's a RAR file, and I extracted all of the files to my desktop. Then what you want to do is go to the folder that you extracted them to and right click the one that says Mirage OS, the TI Connect application. You right click it and you click Send to TI Device. And now it will bring up this little menu. You want to send it to Archive, so make sure Archive is set, and then click Send to Device. I've already done that, so I'm going to click Cancel. It should take about 10 or 15 seconds. And now for a little bit of the camera side of this production. So I'll show you what you should have now. Okay, here we are on the other end of the video, on the actual camera side, whereas I'm going to show you periodically what should happen on your calculator. Right now you see my TI-84 Silver. You want to turn it on, the on button, and then you're going to want to hit the apps button. It's purple. And then it starts loading all these things. Then you will scroll down to Mirage OS. All this stuff came on here. I could probably delete it if I felt like it, but here it is, Mirage OS. And then you're going to want to hit the Enter key. And then this little menu comes up where it says Mirage OS, and it has main and folder and things like that. And then in the next step I'll show you what to do with this. Okay, now that you have Mirage OS installed on your calculator, what you're going to want to do is go to a website that I really like, if I can find it. Here it is. And of course it will be in the description. It's ticalc.org. This is where you're actually going to get your games. This is one of my favorite games that I've played on friends' calculators. It's called Uncle Worm. And basically what you do is you kind of control this little worm with the pad on your calculator and try to hit these little black spots without hitting the walls. And it gets harder and the space gets smaller as you keep going. So I'm just going to click uncleworm.zip, open it with WinRAR, I think I have. Yeah, WinRAR. Download that. You can close your Mirage OS folder. Bring up downloads, and there's uncleworm.zip, open. And you can just extract these to your desktop if you'd like. That's what I do, because I just delete them after they're on the calculator. And of course it's on the wrong screen. Just give me a minute. There we go. And now you just take these 4 files and just extract them onto the desktop. You can put them anywhere you want, but I just put them on the desktop. And I have obviously failed somehow doing this. There we go. I think. Yeah, there they are. There are the files. Now you can close your zip file or RAR file or whatever the heck it is. And now just right click this. I don't really think it matters which one, but you single click it one time, then you right click it, and then you click send to TI device, and then it does the exact same thing all over again. It brings up that TI sharing folder thing. Another thing I forgot to say at the beginning of this video is I'm sorry if the audio was really loud. I haven't made a video in forever, and so I forgot my settings. Set it to archive, and send to device. Once again, I have already done that, so I'll click cancel, and then it will start the transfer, in the transfer, and now back to the camera. Okay, so I'm back on the camera end of this video, and now I'm going to show you what exactly you should see when you open up your Uncle Worm and your Mirage OS to be able to play games. Once again, hit the apps button, then scroll down until you find Mirage OS. E-F-I-L-M. There it is. Now hit enter. And now it brings up this little thingy, this main menu. Then you hit the enter key again, and it shows your subfolders, which is Uncle Worm. That's the only game I have on here, which is the one I just showed you how to put on. Then you hit enter again, and now Uncle Worm comes up, and you can do fast, medium, or slow. Doesn't really matter. I like medium. Then you just hit second, and then enter, and then see you use the pad to drive this little worm thing around and try and get these dots. Very hard to do, and then you run into yourself, and that's pretty much it. And now to quit Mirage OS, you go to second, then quit, actually clear, then second. I did it a minute ago, trust me. There we go. Well, there's the Uncle Worm startup screen again. Oh, I found an instant way to die. That's cool. Here it is. You go up to main, then second, then quit, and now you're back to your regular calculator. 56 plus 6 equals 62. So yeah, back to regular calculator. This has been a pretty simple video on how to install games onto your TI-83, TI-83 Plus, TI-84, TI-84 Plus, TI-84 Plus Silver. I think it works with the new TI-89 Titanium, but I'm not sure. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and bye.